Hello again and welcome back to another session of Commerce class with me, Suman Rathore. Students, now that we have just 1 month left for our exam, so today again in this session we are going to discuss some more practice question from previous year's papers. और वैसे भी आई बिलीव कि आपने अभी तक अपने सारे नोट्स अच्छे से मेमोराइज कर लिए होंगे. Now all you need to do is practice more and more question papers and sample papers so that you know how to interpret the question and how to attempt or write the answer in prescribed time limit. और उसके लिए बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस ये होगा कि आप उन क्वेश्चन पेपर्स को ओरली अटेम्प्ट ना करें बल्कि उनके आंसर्स लिख कर देखें. So now, without wasting much time, let's start our today's session. So our first question says, Mohit Kumar purchased a smartphone for Rs 30,000 from a mobile phone seller on his verbal commitment that the smartphone will be replaced in case of any defect within a span of 6 months. The phone started creating technical issues in spite of proper maintenance and upkeep of the phone. The seller denied taking any action on the complaint made by Mohit. Name the redressal agency under the Consumer Protection Act where Mohit can file his complaint. And this question carries 2 marks. So here, in this case, Mohit Kumar cannot file a complaint under the Act as the phone was purchased on the basis of verbal commitment and he doesn't have any cash memo to produce as an evidence of purchase. Remember those responsibilities of consumers that we have covered in this Consumer Protection chapter? So here this question is covering basically that part. Okay. Now our next question says, in an organization, employees always feel that they are under enormous unnecessary stress as the manager does not provide any information about future plans but simply instructs them what to do. He also does not listen to any of the suggestions given by the subordinates. Identify the type of leadership style followed by the manager in the above situation. Also explain the other 2 styles of leadership. And this question carries 3 marks. So here, first of all, you have to explain the style of leadership followed by the manager here. And then you have to explain the other 2 styles of leadership. So remember, directing में हमने 3 leadership styles पढ़े थे. First was authoritative leadership style. Second was democratic and third was laissez-faire, right? So here, because the manager centralizes the power in his hand only and takes decisions without consulting his subordinates and doesn't listen to the suggestions made by his subordinates, so he is following authoritative leadership style, right? And then उसके बाद आपने इसी तरह से democratic leadership style भी explain करना है and laissez-faire style भी explain करना है और आपका ये question हो गया complete. Now our next question says, staffing is the least important function of management in an established organization. Comment. And this question carries 3 marks. तो यहाँ पे ये कह रहे हैं कि स्टाफिंग किसी भी established organization में कोई बहुत ज़्यादा important function नहीं है management के लिए, which is totally incorrect. So you have to start your answer with a sentence like this statement is incorrect because staffing is as important as all the other functions of management like planning, organizing, directing and controlling. And then you have to write 3 points stating the importance of staffing because this question carries 3 marks. So I would suggest that you write 3 points stating the importance of staffing. Like you can say that staffing ensures higher performance by putting right person on right job at right time. Then by estimating the manpower requirement, it avoids the problem of overstaffing and helps in proper utilization of resources. And then you can say that it helps in easy achievement of organizational goals. And then it helps in improving the performance and morale of employees by providing opportunities for growth and development. So इस तरह से कोई भी 3 points आप staffing की importance के भी यहाँ पे mention कर दीजिए और आपका ये question भी हो गया है complete. Now our next question says, Shreya Limited is a large credit-worthy company manufacturing automobiles for the Indian market. It now wants to cater to the other markets and decided to invest in new machines. For this, it requires long-term finance. It decides to raise funds by issuing equity shares. The issue of equity shares involves huge flotation cost. To meet the expenses of flotation costs, the company decided to tap the money market. Now part 1 says, name and discuss the money market instrument the company can use for the above purpose. Second, what is the duration for which the company can get funds through this instrument? And third, state any other purpose for which this instrument can be used. And this question carries 5 marks. Now remember, फाइनेंशियल मार्केट चैप्टर में हमने कुछ मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स कवर किए थे. कुछ 5 तरह के मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स थे. वो कौन कौन से थे? फर्स्ट वॉज कॉल मनी, सेकेंड वॉज ट्रेजरी बिल, थर्ड वॉज कमर्शियल बिल, फोर्थ वॉज कमर्शियल पेपर एंड फिफ्थ वॉज सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ डिपॉजिट. तो यहाँ पे ये जो श्रेया लिमिटेड है इज अ वेरी बिग क्रेडिट वर्दी कंपनी विच इज इन रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ फंड्स फॉर परचेजिंग सम न्यू मशीनरी एंड दे हैव डिसाइडेड टू रेज दिस फंड बाय इशूइंग इक्विटी शेयर, जिसके लिए उनको कुछ फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट लगेगी. तो ये जो पूरा कंसेप्ट है इसको एक्चुअल में क्या बोला जाता है? इसे बोला जाता है ब्रिज फाइनेंसिंग, वेयर फंड्स आर रेज्ड थ्रू कमर्शियल पेपर आर यूज्ड फॉर मीटिंग द फ्लोटेशन कॉस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी, राइट. तो यहाँ पे जो मनी मार्केट इंस्ट्रूमेंट यूज होगा वो होगा हमारा कमर्शियल पेपर. फिर आपने एक्सप्लेन भी करना है कि कमर्शियल पेपर होता क्या है. So commercial paper is a short-term unsecured promissory note which is negotiable and transferable by endorsement, जिसका कि अपना एक fixed maturity period होता है. Now let's go to the second part. What is the duration for which the company can get funds through this instrument? तो ये duration है हमारा 15 days to 1 year. Now part third says state any other purpose for which this instrument can be used. So this instrument can be used to provide funds for meeting the seasonal and working capital requirements of the business houses. Now our next question says the overall objective of SEBI is to protect the interest of investors and to promote the development of and regulate the securities market. In light of the given statement, state any 3 objectives of SEBI. Or financial markets play an important role in the allocation of scarce resources in an economy by performing important functions. In light of the given statement, state any 3 functions performed by financial markets. And this question carries 3 marks. तो क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन एक इंटरनल चॉइस के साथ है तो इसमें आप दोनों में से कोई भी ऑप्शन पिक कर सकते हैं. आप चाहें तो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ सेबी लिख सकते हैं, आप चाहें तो फंक्शंस ऑफ फाइनेंशियल मार्केट लिख सकते हैं. ज़्यादा नहीं लिखना है इसने, आपने वर्ड लिमिट को ध्यान में रखते हुए 3 पॉइंट्स दोनों के लिख दीजिए, एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए और आपका ये क्वेश्चन हो जाता है कंप्लीट. Now our next question says Rudrakshi Limited is engaged in manufacturing high-end luxury pens. The target production is 700 units daily. The company had been successfully attaining this target until 3 months ago. Over the last few months, it has been observed that daily production varies between 600 to 650 units. First, identify the function of management which has been highlighted in the above context. And second, discuss the 4 steps involved in the process of the function identified. And this question carries 5 marks. So here, Rudrakshi Limited का set standard target production था 700 units per day, जो कि वो काफ़ी टाइम तक अचीव भी कर रहे थे. But then it declined and came to 600 to 650 units per day. So here Rudrakshi Limited, by setting standards and measuring the actual performance, is performing the controlling function of the management. So आपने ये function identify कर दिया है और क्योंकि ये 5 marks का question है so please 2 लाइन का controlling का explanation भी लिख दीजिए कि controlling क्या होता है. Okay, now let's go to the second part. Discuss the first 4 steps involved in the process of the function identified. Now process of controlling में 5 steps थे. First was setting standard, second was measuring actual performance, third is comparing actual performance with the standard, fourth is analyzing deviation and fifth is taking corrective action. तो इसमें आपने ये 5th वाला पॉइंट जो है ये छोड़ देना है. फर्स्ट 4 स्टेप्स एक्सप्लेन कर देने हैं और हो सके तो वो फ्लो चार्ट वाला डायग्राम भी जरूर बना दीजिएगा. Okay, our next question says G Motors is the manufacturer of sophisticated cranes. The production manager of the company reported to the Chief Executive Officer Ashish Jain that one of the machine used in manufacturing of sophisticated cranes had to be replaced to compete in the market, as other manufacturers are using automatic machines for manufacturing cranes. After a detailed analysis, it was decided to purchase a new automatic machine having the latest technology. It was also decided to finance this machine through long-term sources of finance. Ashish Jain compared various machines and decided to invest in the machine which would yield the maximum return to its investors. Now first, identify the financial decision taken by Ashish Jain, and second, explain any 4 factors affecting the financial decision identified above. And this question carries 5 marks. तो यहाँ पे क्योंकि हम हमारी बिजनेस में इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं, फंड्स को इन्वेस्ट करने की बात कर रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन की बात हो रही है. लेकिन इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन भी हमारे 2 तरह के होते हैं, फिक्स्ड कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन एंड वर्किंग कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजन. And here in this case, we are talking about investment in fixed assets of the firm. So we are talking about capital budgeting decision of the firm. Okay? And then let's go to the second part. Explain any 4 factors affecting the financial decision identified above. So यहाँ पे factors affecting capital budgeting decision कोई 7-8 points हमने जो पढ़े हुए हैं, उनमें से कोई भी 4 points लिख दीजिए और उनको explain कर दीजिए. Like you can write nature of business, scale of operation, then choice of technique, technology upgradation, और फिर उन points को explain कर दीजिए और आपका ये answer भी हो गया है complete. That's all for today. Thanks for staying in tune and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Thank you and goodbye for now.